Alright, welcome back to skimovement.com. We're going to solve some lateral balance issues. And one of the ways I do it is with tip ski turns. And that's where we make a turn stepping from foot to foot, putting the tip of the snow of the new inside ski in. And we're going to adjust some things. We want to make sure that the legs stay parallel and that we're engaging this outside edge of the inside ski through a turn. Okay, so first, just by picking up the heel of the ski, we get a lateral adjustment of balance. Those that are always depending on that ski, they're forced to move over their outside ski. Okay, so it's a real quick lateral adjustment. And then fore and aft adjustment. If they're in the heels, they're not going to have a lot of stability and it's hard to get that tip in the snow. Can be done, and we can see that while you're teaching it, but what we're after is a little bit of pressure in the front of the boot, picking the tip up, not like this, but back like this. And we're going to increase pressure to try to bend that ski. Works out the hamstrings a little bit, and it develops muscle systems to keep that inside foot underneath the pelvis and shoulders in our turns, even in advanced turns especially. It starts developing that. Okay, so keeping that foot in parallel leg shafts. We can build things like steering with the knee, point and steer. So I'll give you an example of what a tip ski turn looks like. It's a pretty simple thing. Okay, so we'll have the student, we can work into it and have them just run across the hill sideways, find their balance, and do just a little bit of a J turn, and then we build it facing down the hill a little bit more, letting go, picking up that ski, and pressuring this into the snow, this edge of the ski into the snow to make us turn into the hill. Okay, and as you build it from there, you can start by facing almost down the fall line, stepping on one foot and carving. Well, looks like a J in the snow. Okay, and then we'll build that up. So on more gentle terrain, we can just work these back and forth. Stepping foot to foot. It's really good to do on flat terrain. But I'll give you an example of a couple linked ones. We want to build into linked turns. And it's hard to link them very quick if we're not standing against the hill. That means if the slope angle is like this, we want to be standing facing down it. And that way we can get those tips engaged really quick. Okay, so a little gentler terrain. This is the best place to do it, on the trails. That was a little steep up there, but and then we got groomers with ice and everything, so it makes it a little bit hard. So hopefully I'll get a voiceover where I wasn't moving quite efficiently with those last turns. Anyhow, so tip ski turns gets you stepping foot to foot, lateral transition, that balance from foot to foot. Okay, tip ski turns. Solving that lateral balance, standing on, moving from foot to foot. It's a great drill to do, focusing on, get a good side look at people, make sure they're standing against the hill, and then picking that inside foot up gives us that lateral balance we're looking for the next higher level skiing. All right, thanks for coming back, skimovement.com. Okay, welcome back to skimovement.com. We're going to do a few tip ski turns. That's to help us adjust our balance laterally. Okay, so we're putting a tip in the snow. Okay, we're going to be turning to the right with this tip in the snow and the outside edge engaged, which means we have to move our knee a little bit out and get that alignment, parallel leg shafts. It's okay to exaggerate that a little bit to steer and get that leg alignment going. Okay, and then we're going to step off that foot and put this edge in the snow. Okay, so we're looking at engaging the inside ski and that outside edge of the inside ski as we come through a turn. Okay, so it'll look like this, coming around, going to step down and engage the other side. Okay, turn after turn. So that helps us adjust our balance laterally, side to side. We practice getting that balance foot to foot as we would in higher end skiing, get more of that weight and get us out of this wedge, being dependent on the foundation of a wedge, and bring our feet together, start balancing on one foot. We can work a traverse and practice balancing in a traverse, engaging this edge, making sure that the knee is out over this outside edge of this inside ski. And then we can build those into J turns, where you're coming down the hill, straight run, pick a foot up, and engage that ski. Okay, I'll give you a look at some of these linked together. Good, good, good. Okay, so tip ski turns. Play with them. Give you a couple looks at them from behind. Down there. All right. Okay, there's a look at my tip ski turns, not to be confused with tip C turns. Tip ski turns to help adjust our lateral and fore-aft balance. All right, thanks for coming back to skimovement.com. Cheers.